Hey, what's going on, folks? Larry with Backmaster Dog Training. I'm going to make a quick video because I just got a message on one of my videos that I take pretty serious. And I've actually been asked the same thing about the same breed several times this week. So let me touch on this very, very fast for you folks. The message basically said this person has a Rottweiler puppy, very young puppy, that is biting extremely hard, like with intent, causing harm. Becoming very vicious. I've heard this more than once this week with Rottweiler puppies, and I mean very young puppies. A lot of people are told by trainers to redirect that bad behavior. No, you don't redirect, you correct. This is a really, really serious issue, guys. Let me explain something to you. I've been raising Rottweilers for a long time. It is my favorite breed on the planet. I love the dogs. But when people call me about getting a Rottweiler, I usually steer them towards going to the shelter and rescuing a pit bull. And they're blown away by that. But the reason being, a really dominant Rottweiler can be tough, man. And our first Rottweiler was vicious at 8 weeks old. I mean, at 8 weeks old, this dog was vicious. He was a mean dog and wanted to hurt you. And we had to put a lot of work into that dog. He was okay with me. I can handle him, but my wife could not. And so my wife, Stephanie, she had to put a lot of work into that puppy, and they became best pals. Bruno, my Rottweiler that most of you know, best dog I ever had. Worst freaking puppy I ever had. He was a savage. He was a nightmare. It took a lot of work. But where people go wrong, guys, you have these puppies. A lot of people look at a lot of these behaviors and they think it's cute because the dog is young and cute and innocent. Well, it's not, because let me explain something to you. That Rottweiler is going to be 80, 90, 100 to 120 pounds. Those behaviors aren't going to go away because the dog grows up. It's going to get worse and it's going to get dangerous. And then you're going to have one of those Rottweilers that gets under the needle and is dead. It's killed because you didn't take care of it when it was young. Now, many people have a misconception that you can't correct a young puppy. Man, that's so false. You have to correct young puppies. You have to correct them, guys, okay? What happens here is people have young puppies and they don't do any correction. They try to redirect them with a treat or a toy or get them to sit, to get their... That stuff doesn't work. You have to correct bad behavior. I can't say it enough. Do you understand what I'm saying? If that puppy is biting you, then you have to correct it. There's several things you could do. A loud no. Grab the back of his neck, the scruff of his neck, give him a good squeeze, but it's got to mean something. Make a bonker out of a towel. Look up Gary Wilkes. He'll show you how to make a bonker. Very effective. That dog bites. A loud no with a good whack of a bonker will really help. And guess what? You're not going to hurt the dog. You're not going to hurt his feelings. The dog's not going to grow up messed up because you correct him as a puppy. So one of the biggest mistakes people make. They have a puppy. They have a young puppy. They don't want to correct it. As the dog gets older, the dog's 6 months old, 7 months old, 8 months old, finally the behavior is getting so out of control, the people decide to correct the dog after doing nothing for 8 months, and the dog just is completely flabbergasted. It really causes some issues because the dog doesn't know how to take a correction. The dog's never been corrected before. Same thing with kids, guys. When you have a 4-year-old kid and he runs in the supermarket and shits his pants and wipes it on the meat section, I mean, do you do something? Well, I hope so. I like meat. Come on now. But seriously, guys, the Rottweiler thing, it's not just Rottweilers, it's all dogs. But this week I've heard several Rottweiler puppies, same thing, and it's pretty common in the breed, guys. They could be tough little dogs. It has to be stopped now. Stop bad behaviors. That's simple. Reward the good, correct the bad, and the corrections better have some meaning. They have to have some meaning. You're not going to harm the dog. You're not going to hurt his feelings. You're not going to sever your relationship. As a matter of fact, it's going to make it much stronger. I promise you. Okay, folks? It's Friday. Go enjoy the weekend. Take care of your puppies. Teach them. Show them what you want. All right? Peace.